Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and I have been looking at this type of stuff, like this alert. Pancake Swap says it's working with the X team to recover compromised Pancake Swap account. Users are urged not to click on any links or post from it. They're worried about this being some kind of phishing attempt. Folks, we've seen every different form of people trying to hack your accounts and all this stuff. This is the reason I've got my stuff in institutional custody now with plenty of safeguards. I literally told the guys at Caleb & Brown, they're my partner, but I told those guys, I said, look, you just put a note on my account, unless you are see me actually talking to you on a Zoom, don't move my stuff anywhere. Don't let anything happen with it. Don't sell it. No, nothing. So I got tired of, I worried about that kind of stuff, for like clicking on links and all that business for a decade. I'm done with it. I sleep fine at night. You can go to xrpwealth589.com if you want to open a Caleb & Brown account. It forwards you right to my page on here. You just click sign up today. I have links in the description on this too. XRP is starting to creep back up. We're back up at 292. I was waiting for it to get down into the 270s and I was going to back the truck up. But it never happened. Next time, maybe we'll get another dip. I don't know. Maybe we won't. Maybe it'll blast off from here. Now, I wanted to mention something. I have CNBC on in front of me, and all morning, CNBC is putting headlines up like "Crypto Boom," the crypto rich, and they're showing numbers about how many people have gotten rich for crypto. I've seen this movie before, folks. I think we're in the beginnings of all the financial media starting to pump up this idea of all these people getting rich in crypto. And I think it's just the beginning of, this is just the lead in to the launch of these ETFs. I think this is a plan by all of them that they're going to all come in and start pumping all crypto. They're going to, this has got to be the year we start seeing the Super Bowl commercials, but it's coming. So listen to this. They had this is Bitcoin's latest surge, 7,000 millionaires. This is one of the things they had
Crypto's latest surge, minting a new class of millionaires. Robert Frank joins us right now on where the
rise of crypto millionaires
is putting its money to work. And Robert, always great to see you.
Great to see you, Becky. Good to see you, Mike. Well, the rise in Bitcoin recently helped create another 70,000 crypto millionaires. That's just over the past year. There are now 240,000 people with crypto holdings worth $1 million or more. That's according to a new report from Henley & Partners and New World Wealth. There are 450 crypto centimillionaires. Those are folks with $100 million or more in crypto. And 36 crypto billionaires. The price of Bitcoin more than doubling, of course, over the past year. And the total market cap of all crypto has increased by over $2 trillion. So how much of that is going to be spent? Well, new research by a group of economists found that for every dollar gained in crypto wealth, crypto investors spend about 10 cents. So that would equate to about $200 billion in additional spending this year. With early crypto investors now getting up there in age, they're sort of in the 30s and 40s, buying Lambos has been replaced by real estate. The study found that locations with large crypto populations saw larger gains in home prices when there were crypto rallies.
Everybody's getting smart. Then here's the Citibank is, they're still toting all the Bitcoin stuff, but then they're going to switch it up. And all of a sudden, they're going to be talking about utility digital assets.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think going into late 26, your forecast for Bitcoin and Ether are pretty good, yes?
Not mine, but our teams, yeah. So we're looking for continued follow through there. It kind of comes back to your discussion earlier on how to think about your alts in terms of gold and crypto. And, I think your commentary is spot on there. I mean, I think we just have to allow that. You have a very aggressive momentum-driven equity market, and so I think people don't want to miss that. So you're looking for your hedging opportunity, and the way we see it, in addition to central bank buying, as you mentioned, I think that that those two asset classes become hedges of choice as you're trying to navigate this ongoing strength, highly valued but momentum-driven equity market.
Okay. And then here, this is the lady, what's her name? Christina Georgieva? I don't remember her last name. Listen to this.
Today's valuations are heading towards levels we saw during the bullishness about the internet 25 years ago. If a sharp correction were to occur, tighter financial conditions could drag down world growth, expose vulnerabilities, and make life especially tough for developing countries.
Now, let me correct her, because I've looked into this. I've shown it on my channel. In 1999-2000, which is when the dot-com boom hit its peak, a total of about $7 trillion had come into the market, and that was in 1999-2000. We're 25 years later with all the inflation, folks. The crypto market has $4 trillion in it right now. All this talk, this bubble talk, is meaningless. This thing hasn't even begun yet. We've only had, what, 2 or 3 IPOs? You had hundreds of IPOs in the dot-com boom. This thing hasn't even gotten started yet. She's wrong on that one. Now, at some point, we will get to that place. I don't know where that will be, but it's a long ways from here. With everything that's coming, we don't even have regulations in place yet, folks. You can't have the boom that's coming until you have regulations, not the full boom. Look, Bitcoin Telegraph knows, I think they've always known. Insight, Ripple's legal win gave XRP a regulatory clarity. Now that institutions are circling and ETF proposals are emerging, it's becoming Wall Street's new favorite crypto. I think it was their favorite crypto all along. They knew that it had to get vetted. Now, is Michael Saylor changing his tune finally?
People are going to start to see that there's a place for both Bitcoin and other crypto assets. As I said, I think
somebody must have gotten to Michael Saylor and said, look, you got to cut it out with all this Bitcoin's the only thing business.
Bitcoin is digital capital. I think the other crypto networks are going to support tokenized securities and tokenized currencies and tokenized...
So he's telling you what we've been telling you all this time.
...brands, and there's a place for both of them. And the previous administration played off everybody against everybody and inflamed those differences. I think that 4 years from now, that will largely be in the rearview mirror. People are going to evolve to a much, much better place.
Man, who got to Michael Saylor?
All the Bitcoin maxis are hating on me, and I don't think that that's going to help push the future adoption for Bitcoin. What do you think about that?
Well, what I said in my speech today is we're evolving from the early crypto stage to a global digital assets industry. And I think that crypto has been legitimized by the President of the United States and by the administration. I think that people are going to start to see that there's a place for both Bitcoin and other crypto assets. As I said, I think Bitcoin is digital.
Let me translate. Get ready for all of a sudden on a dime, CNBC and all these people who have been promoting Bitcoin for a decade to start telling you about other digital assets. Folks, you can see it, you can feel it, it's coming.
Capital. I think the other crypto networks are going to support tokenized securities and tokenized currencies and tokenized brands, and there's a place for both of them, and the previous administration played off everybody against everybody and inflamed those differences.
Yeah.
I think that 4 years from now, that will largely be in the rearview mirror. People are going to evolve to a much, much better place.
Yeah, I really hope so as well. And moving that...
Man, that is a totally different guy than what we've listened to for the last decade.
...to Web3.
Okay, let's move along. Look at this. Michael Branch put this out. Texas Stock Exchange closer to opening with approval of the U.S. Securities Exchange Commission. And I took this clip out of it. With $120 million in backing from investors like BlackRock and Citadel Securities, Bailey said the digital exchange will be state-of-the-art and have fewer requirements for the markup of company board of directors and other exchanges. So BlackRock is going to use this exchange to start tokenizing the world, folks. Now, Matt Hogan, who I met at XRP Las Vegas, he is a very nice guy, and he's not one of the bad guy Bitcoin maxis, but every once in a while, even Matt Hogan goes and professionally avoids talking about XRP, even though he knows.
All right, that's Bitcoin now. When we look at assets
What harm in Matt Hogan talking his book a little bit every once in a while?
outside of Bitcoin, they are also trending up. Is this Bitcoin just pulling along the rest of the market, or what's going on with some of those other assets like Solana, XRP, of ETH, of course?
Yeah, I don't think it's Bitcoin pulling it along. In fact, based on the conversations I'm having with financial advisors and institutions, they've now realized that there are two major trades in crypto. There's Bitcoin as digital gold, and there's Ethereum and Solana as platform for stablecoin and tokenization. I'll say with my TradFi audience, that stablecoin and tokenization story is almost stronger than the Bitcoin story alone. Certainly on a relative market cap perspective, I think we're going to see very strong flows into Ethereum ETFs. I think we may see extremely strong throws if we see Solana ETPs launch in the next few weeks, which I expect. Wall Street is waking up to this stablecoin and tokenization idea. I don't think it's Bitcoin only. We now have two big stories in crypto, and that makes the whole space much stronger.
No, Matt, we've got more than two. The biggest one is XRP. Okay. I'm going to go into DAIXRP.com. That's the Patreon. If you'd rather join through YouTube, click join below any of these YouTube videos. If you'd rather join through X, hit subscribe. You get the full video, the first part and the extra video with no commercials. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe. Hit the like button. Tell your friends and family. Here we go.